A dramatic end to the race. It's zero! De Grassi wins! Da Costa takes the lead on the final lap.
Look at Bird going for the outside. Surely he's not going to make that. Bird's done it. Absolutely amazing from Sam Bird. On the final lap, that was absolutely amazing.
Through the chicane. 2 more corners to go now in the FIA Formula E race here in Beijing. There's still just 0.6 of a second between first and second, but it looks as though Nico Prost may just have enough. He comes through turn 19, 1 turn to go. Heidfeldt's closing in as they come towards the final corner at turn 20. Is Heidfeldt going to fancy a look into the last corner of the race? Heidfeldt goes to the inside line and they make contact and they're both off. And that's an accident for Nick Heidfeldt. He has gone off the circuit. The 2 of them come together in the final corner, which means Lucas Di Grassi is going to take victory in the FIA Formula E race here in Beijing. A dramatic end to the race. Going on to the last lap of the race, Antonio Felix da Costa leads for Amlin Aguri.
What is going on?
Oh, and Alf, that is Daniel Abt.
He broke the suspension, didn't he, on that move?
And the battle's still going on then. This is Verne, who is defending from Nico Prost in the battle over second place. Prost goes through, but Verne's going to hold it on the inside.
No,
he's never going to get that stopped. And Prost holds the second place. Alguersuari is going to come through and move up into third place. That means that Verne drops back to fourth. Nelson Piquet Jr. is in fifth.
Verne too low on power? He's 9% of usable left. Is there another issue?
It's difficult to see, isn't it, as he comes through the left-hander of turn 3.
Look at Alguersuari's car crabbing. There's massive damage.
Antonio Felix da Costa, here he is, coming through turn number 6. The Portuguese racer is going to take victory, surely. He's only got 3 more corners to go. There's the Amlin Aguri squad as they come into turn 7 for the final time. He's slowing down, but I think he's just taking it easy as he comes towards the final corner now.
Well,
it's victory for Antonio Felix da Costa. The checker flag falls, and it's a win for Amlin Aguri. Second place for Nico Prost. It's third place across the line for Nelson Piquet Jr. And there's Alguersuari.
What happened to Alguersuari? Look at the...
Work hard. Well done, boy. Well done.
Alguersuari's car was damaged on that last lap there, on the left rear, it looked like.
So the checker flag falls. Antonio Felix da Costa takes victory. Prost second, third for Piquet Jr. Alguersuari fourth, Bruno Senna fifth, Daniel Abt. Can't believe what's happened.
This is last lap. Try to do as much as you can.
D'Ambrosio covering the inside line.
It was Lucas.
De Grassi up the inside and Verline goes straight on. And he cuts the chicane and he doesn't stop, and that's in the regulations. And this is going to run and run. This is going to be a post-race investigation, I fear, as to who is going to win the E-Prix, unless the BMW of Da Costa gets involved as well. Verline's got 1%.
Mortara's got 4 more. I think Mortara's probably the only guy getting there to the finish.
He's gone from 6th to 4th.
The Nissans are out of this one. Verline, can he get to the line before he hits 0%? That's going to be the big question. Who's going to win the Mexico City E-Prix? De Grassi goes for it. Verline covers. He's defending like an absolute demon. Here comes Verline out of the final corner. He hits 0. De Grassi wins. De Grassi wins. Surely Da Costa is second, and surely Mortara is third. What a mad end to the Mexico City E-Prix. Final lap of the E-Prix. Da Costa, if he was just a couple of seconds slower, he'd be able to have just won the race. But we've got 1 more to go. 3% remaining for Da Costa.
Gunther is through 1.
Gunther has got slightly more energy now. Evans is still third, De Vries fourth, Verline fifth.
He's got several chances. Turn 9, turn 10, turn 11, I would say. There are main chances to overtake on this lap. And he's going to have to be aggressive. Da Costa is going to give him absolutely nothing. Then what's going to happen with Da Costa's battery? Let's watch and find out.
Here we go into turn 9. Da Costa is going to be so close to 0. I think he's in big trouble on every front here, Da Costa. He goes defensive. Gunther goes to the outside at turn 9, and he's done it. The BMW of Max Gunther gets into the lead. Nick De Vries is in big trouble in the Mercedes. So is Pascal Wehrlein. They're so close to running out of usable energy. But here comes Max Gunther into the right-hander of turn 10. He's going to do it here. He thought he had his first podium at the last race in Diriyah. It wasn't to be. It was taken away. But now, through the final corner to win in Santiago and win in Formula E for the first time, Max Günther. Evans holds the lead. Final lap of the E-Prix is going to be so close for Mitch Evans to get to the end of this. If he hangs on, it'll be one of the most remarkable drives that we've seen in Formula E. Da Costa goes for it into Beau Rivage. They don't hit.
Just.
France has got more energy than the pair of them in front. Down the hill now into Mirabeau.
And you can defend into Mirabeau. The hairpin though, watch for Da Costa doing a lunge.
Oh, and it covers the inside. It sounds like Nick de Vries might be on the move, so there might not be a yellow flag down at the chicane.
There was contact further back at the hairpin, and this is it, Jack. The next braking zone, absolutely critical for the win of this race between Mitch Evans and Antonio Felix da Costa. 1% of energy left too.
Final lap, coming down into the new Nouvelle chicane. Da Costa to the outside and to the lead. All locked up, gets it stopped. Da Costa takes the lead on the final lap. The DS2Gita driver hits the front. The reigning champion is going to secure his first win of the season. Robin Fries is going to try and take second because Evans is going to be so close, so marginal getting to the end. Jean-Eric Verne is involved as well. Fries to the inside. They bang wheels. Evans cuts across. There's a crunch of carbon fibre. Evans still holding on to second place. The widest Formula E car you've ever seen. But Da Costa cleared him. Da Costa comes through the final corner. Da Costa wins in Monaco.
And Jack Nicholls has lost his voice.
An unreal end to the E-Prix. And Frines gets second, does he? Yes. Frines at the line. Frines at the line. Gets second position. Evans ran out of energy. He had to come off the throttle. We saw 2 weeks ago Jean-Eric Verne was able to defend so well, but Da Costa's got a great run off turn 7 onto Beach Road. Is he going to go for it again into 8? Weaving all over the back. He's going for it.
This is cannot end well.
He's done it.
Oh my God.
What?
Antonio Felix da Costa with a farcical move for the lead of the Cape Town E-Prix. The man's on a mission.
Unbelievable.
He deserves. If he wins this race, he absolutely deserves that.
Antonio Felix da Costa hits the front for Tagoya Porsche. Verne down to second, Fenestrat still running in third. But look at this from the Portuguese. There's no room, but he just sends it
That
around
was
the outside.
10 out of 10 risk. 10 out of 10, but it paid off.
There's contact as they come back on at 8. This is wild. Oh! Down towards turn 10. Da Costa's fighting Verne off. That might have been the last chance for the Frenchman. It's not going to be back-to-back wins. It's going to be Antonio Felix da Costa into turn 12 through the final corner. Da Costa wins for Porsche for the first time on the streets of Cape Town. Unbelievable drive from the season 6 champion.
No moves being made in towards turn 1 and turn 2. Look though at Sam Bird looking for the outside line through 3. No way through for there. It's going to be all about the exit down this back straight and the run maybe in towards turn 4 if Bird can invent something.
He's trying.
He's looking for the
Looking
move.
for the switchback, not enough.
He's parking the car on the middle of the corner there, isn't he? Mitch Evans, no way through for Sam Bird at
Two
this
more
point.
chances, I would say.
Yeah,
Two more chances. Turn 7, turn 10.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Let's see how this is going to play out then. You can see they're pretty even Stevens on energy. Bird just going down to 1%, but Evans not too far adrift. Evans is defending with every ounce of talent that he has got. We're side by side for third in the background as well here with Jake Dennis versus Pascal Wehrlein. Dennis holding firm for now, but who is going to take the win of round 4 of the E-Prix? And look at Bird going for the outside. Surely he's not going to make that stick on Mitch Evans into turn 10. Bird's done it. Absolutely amazing from Sam Bird. He comes around the final corner to win here in Sao Paulo. Sam Bird takes his first victory since 2022. His first for Neon McLaren. Evans in second and Rowland onto the podium on the final lap. That was absolutely amazing. Nick Cassidy ready to try and take advantage if anything goes wrong.
That's where the battle is. I think it's all settled out front. He had Roland 6/10 quicker than Verline in that final lap. So I'm going for Cassidy for third.
Roland's got a problem.
Roland's got a problem. Is he running out of energy on the final lap of racing here? What has happened to Oliver Roland? Head in hands time for Tommaso Volpe for the team principal. Delight for Porsche and for Pascal Verline. In the most dramatic circumstances on the final lap, Oliver Roland has run out of energy here in Misano. So a third place battle for the podium comes to a second place battle. These drivers all know that because Dennis has just passed him. Likewise Muller, likewise Nick Cassidy. It's going to come down to the final couple of corners, and Pascal Verline, in the most dramatic of circumstances, has been gifted the victory here. Here comes Nick Cassidy looking to the inside. Muller defends into turn 12. Dennis is just about going to be able to hold on to this one, I think, into the final couple of corners, unless these two drivers go for a lunge. Dennis defends. Here comes Nick Cassidy on the inside of Nico Muller through into the final corner. We come to the line. Verline wins in Misano. Who gets second and third onto the podium? Dennis gets second, and Cassidy takes third from Nico Muller right at the end of the race. What a dramatic conclusion to round 7 here in Misano.
I think Nick Cassidy can go flat out in his final lap.
Well, we're on the final lap then now. Lap 29 out of 29. It's Verline that leads. Mitch Evans then going for the outside line into the first corner. Dennis versus Vern. Once again down into T1. But what's happening for the lead? Evans has taken over from Verline. He leads in the Jaguar as we come down through turn 2 and turn 3. But is he going to hold it to the end of this one? That's the question. And can Cassidy do anything to try and challenge for this victory?
What an overtake there from Mitch Evans. Right around the outside of turn 1. He's been eyeing that up the whole race. He's put himself in a good position, needs to defend now, but the energy that Nick Cassidy has got, has he got time to deploy it?
Here comes Cassidy. He's trying to go around the outside of Verline. It's very close between them in turn 6. Verline still on the inside here as we ride on board with Nick Cassidy. Cassidy really needs to get aggressive. He can feel the victory slipping through his fingers. 0.9% of energy left for Pascal Verline at this stage in this one. Cassidy's got more expendable energy, but has he got time to be able to use it? It's Jaguars first and third at the moment as we head into the final sector. It's surely going to be one at a time unless we get a dive bomb for the lead. On the outside goes Nick Cassidy for third place. Verline tries to defend. Da Costa versus Roland as well for fourth place. Side by side they go through the final corner. Mitch Evans is going to take the win in Shanghai. Evans does it. Second place for Verline, and third goes the way of Nick Cassidy, with Roland taking fourth of the checkered flag. What a dramatic conclusion here in China. A fantastic E-Prix, and it's Jaguar on top once again. Mitch Evans takes his second victory of the season.